Hey guys, welcome or welcome back to the channel. If you're new, my name is Abigail, and I make videos about special needs health issues and feeding tubes. Um, so it is Monday here. I know y'all will be seeing this afterwards. I just, the way my vlogs go, I film the day before just so I'll have time to make a new video. But also like posting one as well. Anyways, um it's Monday and I'm still very sore. Um but I wanted to tell you about the day that I had, because you know how like some people say like they had a day, like like something very stressful happened. That's what happened today. So let's get into what had happened. I'm on a full-time feed on my feeding tube, just in case you're new to this channel. And um, this morning, I was unhooking from my night feeds. At nighttime, okay, so during the day, my feeding pump goes in my backpack, and I wear it around the house all day long. And then at night, my pump goes from my backpack to my pole, looks like this, and I put it on the charger and leave it on all night, and I'm hooked up to it in my bed, and um, it's on all night because I'm on it, but also like that's how it charges as well. So, anyways, this morning I wake up, and every morning when I wake up, I check my feed bag, see if I need more formula. I have this like whole list of stuff that I go through in the morning to make sure that my feeding tube stuff is taken care of. And this morning, I think it was, if I remember right, shortly after I got up, I thought I had hit the run button, um, basically to start it, to make it go. And instead of pushing the go button, I pushed the button um, that basically clears it. Meaning that on my pump, you have um, like the dose rate, and one is how much formula you're getting at a time, and the other one is it has a my Pacific pump, the Infinity pump, has a thing on there where I'm on a continuous feed, so mine is on infinity, meaning don't stop. But for some people that have the pump, they have it on there for like a certain period of time, and then after they get however much formula they need, it will stop. Well, I accidentally pushed the wrong button this morning on my pump, and I was trying to fix it, and I couldn't figure it out, and I thought I had figured it out. I'm on 40 mLs an hour. So basically that means I get 40 mLs in an hour time frame. And like I said, I actually pushed the wrong button, and it said I was getting 40 mLs, but instead of it being the continuous feed like it's supposed to be, it stopped when I got to 40. And so Anyways, we had this whole big stressful situation where I could not figure out my pump. It would make this horrible sound. And after my mom got off work, she looked at it, and turns out I accidentally put it on the setting for it to go off after a certain time. So we finally figured it out, put it back on infinity, meaning like continuous feed. But like that was stressful. Like I was kind of panicking. I thought we were gonna have to call the company because at one point my pump didn't want to, like, it would go to 40 but it didn't want to go to infinity, and we thought we were gonna have to call the company and be like, hey, my pump's not working right. We thought, we were gonna have to get like the emergency bag, which is like a bag I can use, that basically is like gravity feed for if I have to use that. Thankfully, we looked up a YouTube video and found out how to fix it. And thankfully, it is fixed. But we did have a stressful moment there. I'm still laying around quite a bit, still pretty sore, but um, I did sit in the recliner for a little bit earlier today. Um, and I've also been, even if I feel like being in bed, I've been trying to like sit up and not just lay down all the time. So today I worked on some diamond art. I've been working on some diamond art for a lady in our church, and I took a big break from it because I've just been going through so much with my heart rate stuff and healing from a feeding tube replacement. So I took a long break from it, but I was like, you know what? This would be like the perfect time to get it back out and work on it some more. So I got some more of that done. And I watched a little bit of a Tubi movie earlier. Um I've been trying to watch one about every day. It just gives me something to do. Um Someone had asked the question of, would like all this leaking be because maybe the feeding tube button is like not the right size? And the answer is, I've gotten my feeding tube button replaced more than one time before, and part of getting a feeding tube replacement, like button replacement, that's just how it is for a few days. It's really sore and it can leak. Um, I did have a feeding tube button a few months ago that was too long, but that one, like, it would kind of go like in and out, and it was like not like to my skin. Like, I mean, it would like stay in the hole, but then it would be like kind of a little out of the feeding tube hole. So this uh particular situation, um it's not like anything is wrong with the button or anything. It's not too long. It's just gonna take a while to heal. It's just, this happens like every time I get a replacement. I'm always sore for a few days. There's usually a little bit of leakage. Actually, technically, with having a feeding tube in general, there is usually a little bit of leakage. Um, that's normal for feeding tubes, but um to be to a point that it has been where I I can't use like my um rewashable ones tubey pads. I have to use like the disposable ones. Um I think that that's just probably going to take a few days to get better. Um I've had some, irritation, soreness, redness, all of that. That's just um something that you deal with whenever you get a button replacement. This happened the last time I got my feeding tube button replaced. It took a while to heal. Um, but yeah, I just wanted to make sure that everyone knew that there's not actually anything wrong with it. That's just part of having a feeding tube. Um, when you get a replacement, it just takes a while. Um, it's just mostly like really sore, and I know I have felt kind of swollen, but um, I have just been trying not to do too much, not overdoing it, um, being restful when I feel like I need to lay down. I do. I have an ice pack when I need it. Um, but yeah, it's normal. It's one of those annoying things that happens when you get a button replacement, but it is a normal thing. Thank you for all the kind comments, the prayers. I really appreciate it. Um, and I will see you all in the next one, in the next video. Bye, everyone.